Have you been searching for a moisturizer that can keep your skin soft, hydrated, and glowy without breaking the bank? Well, guess what? I have found the best moisturizer for you at the cheapest price. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, let me tell you, it's not. Before I reveal the name of the moisturizer to you, I want to ask you, do you need why we need moisturizer in the first place? Let me tell you. Our skin cells naturally contains water, and this water helps to keep our skin hydrated, makes skin look plumper, fuller, younger. However, throughout the day, we lose this water from our skin due to heat, UV exposure, and natural evaporation system. And this process of losing water from our skin is called transepidermal water loss. The job of the moisturizer is to create a seal so that the water can't evaporate so easily. The more occlusive ingredients a moisturizer contains, the better seal it creates to prevent the water from escaping. So now that I've explained to you how a moisturizer helps us and what kind of ingredients makes a good moisturizer, I want to ask you next. Do you know what is the best occlusive ingredient in the world? Let me tell you, the best occlusive ingredient in the skincare world, and therefore the best moisturizer is none other than petroleum jelly, aka good old Vaseline. Now, to be clear, Vaseline is actually name of a brand, and petroleum jelly is the name of an ingredient. That's why you can find petroleum jelly in the ingredient list of many other products like the CeraVe healing ointment and many other moisturizers too. The formal name of petroleum jelly is Petroleum. Petroleum jelly is derived from the petroleum or crude oil by distillation and refinement. It goes through severe scrutiny and strict regulation before reaching the market. Pure petroleum jelly, which doesn't contain any color or fragrance, looks like this odorless, white waxy substance. Now, I'm sure whoever is watching this video, you must have used petroleum jelly on your lips in your lifetime. But have you ever considered it as your moisturizer? If you didn't, maybe you should from today. Because no other moisturizer in the world can be as effective as a moisturizer as petroleum jelly. In fact, most of the moisturizer we use, even the heaviest creams, can protect our skin from water loss up to 50 to 60% only. Whereas it has shown in research that pure petroleum jelly can protect transepidermal water loss up to 98 to 99%. Ooh, that's insane. Now, you may question, but moisturizers don't only contain occlusive ingredients, they also contain humectants that can keep our skin hydrated and emollients that makes our skin soft. What about those benefits? Well, our skin cells naturally contains hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and water. Since petroleum jelly prevents transepidermal water loss way more than the regular moisturizers, it's way more effective in keeping our skin hydrated. Plus, if you apply petroleum jelly on slightly damp skin, the result will be even better. Similarly, when you apply petroleum jelly, due to its ability to retain water more for a longer period of time, our skin naturally feels softer and plumper. Now, the burning question. What about comedogenic? Won't such heavy, occlusive ingredient like petroleum jelly clog our pores and make you break out? The answer is no. It won't. Molecular size of petroleum jelly is so big that it can't get into our pores or clog it. And that's why on the comedogenicity scale, for what it's worth, rating of petroleum jelly is 0. As for breakouts, petroleum jelly is one of the most non-reactive ingredients in skincare. So much so that is used as a negative control during patch tests in dermatology. Meaning, on one portion of the skin, petroleum jelly is applied, while on other portion of the skin, second ingredient, which is being patch tested, is applied. Then the two sides are compared to see if the other ingredient caused any irritation to the skin in compared to the petroleum jelly. Petroleum jelly also has great healing ability, which is attributed to its occlusiveness. Dry lips, dry patch, irritated skin, or compromised skin barrier, petroleum jelly can help with all of these. Do you understand now why I was calling this the best and safest moisturizer in the world? Now I can literally hear the oily skin people screaming that I can't apply petroleum jelly on my face no matter how good you say it is. It's too greasy and heavy for me. It's totally understandable. First of all, there's no one ingredient in the world that will suit everyone. Petroleum jelly is no exception either. Otherwise, we'd all be applying Vaseline on our face instead of a moisturizer. Pure petroleum jelly is a bit hard to spread on the face. The finishing can be quite heavy and greasy even for dry skin, let alone oily skin people. It's not that exciting as a product and not very cosmetically elegant either. That being said, there are a few tricks you can apply to incorporate petroleum jelly in your skincare routine and to enjoy its benefits. For example, if you live in a hot country, don't bother with it in the summer. Rather, reach for it when the weather is cold. You'll discover that it's a lifesaver for your skin during the cold months. Another trick is use very little amount, like small pea size for your whole face. Then apply it following this dot method, which will ensure thin but even coverage. Third trick, apply on specific areas instead of whole face, like around the nose or upper lips, where we usually tend to get irritated easily and frequently. Fourth trick, apply on nighttime only, because once you're asleep, the heavier feeling of petroleum jelly won't bother you anymore, and you'll wake up to a glowier and plumpier looking skin. Fifth trick, you can always opt for products where ingredients have been added with petroleum jelly to make it lighter in texture and slightly more cosmetically elegant, such as the CeraVe Healing Ointment or the Cetaphil Healing Ointment. Things you should avoid while using petroleum jelly is: number 1, always use it on a clean face, preferably right after using your cleanser. Number 2, don't use any heavy serum or product under it, as the occlusiveness of the petroleum jelly can trigger clogging of pores by the other product you applied under it. Number 3, don't use any strong active like retinol or exfoliating acids right before applying petroleum jelly in the same routine, because it can increase the penetration of those actives and irritate your skin. So this was my detailed breakdown of petroleum jelly for you, because the winter is coming. If you have any more questions or you want to know more ways of using it on your face, body or hair, or any other concern regarding it, let me know in the comment box below. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe. This will really help to grow my channel. See you next time. Till then, take care of yourself. Don't forget to love the skin you're in. This is Diba signing off today from Diba's Quest.